Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is NG Paradox, and we're here in Football Manager 2018 with my lovely Swansea City. And so far this season, we are flying high. The last month was a pretty good month. There was a couple of bumps here and there where we had to learn things and adapt. But overall, very happy. We currently lie in 6th position in the Premier League with a game in hand. Now, I just want to make sure you guys don't have unprecedented expectations. Remember, we have not played any of the top 6 teams so far in the league. So remember that. We've been very lucky when it comes to the fixture list for the Premier League. And so that means we haven't played any of them so far. So I do expect that to start going down once we start playing all the bigger teams in the Premier League. But it's still really good because it means we are getting points from the smaller teams, which is what we need to do if we want to survive this season in the Premier League. Obviously, I think in the first 19 games, we only want to get 20 points. And you want to hit that 40-point margin by the end of the season. Again, 20 points in the first half will be very good. So I'm feeling very confident right now that we can survive. But please do not put your expectations ridiculously high. This, I think, is kind of just a mistake until a bit later. We've been quite lucky, I think, in some matches. But let's go over what's been happening the last month. But very quickly, I also want to tell you, I have improved some things. We did have face packs before, but I did notice that some of the staff and some other players were actually missing, which they shouldn't have been. Like, I think Sam Klukas. So I went into the files, I took them out, and I re-put them back into the game, and now they work. So I don't know what happened there, but we now have got faces that we once didn't have before. You can see it from our staff here, Paul McGuinness. We can now see his lovely mug right there. So that's something. Also, I downloaded a new logo pack. The previous logo pack was quite an old one. This is a more updated one with a lot more logos as well for teams in far-flung parts of the world, just in case we play as them. So that will look a lot nicer as well. You can see that the West Ham one is the proper up-to-date one. So that's a couple of things that have happened just inside the game, I guess. But let's go what's happened the last month. Very good times, a couple of bad ones, but last time you guys saw we played against Newcastle, and it ended 0-0. Apologies for the boring game. That is going to happen sometimes. I can't choose what happens during the live recordings. You don't know what's going to happen. And it ended up 0-0. Not an exciting game, but still good with getting points. After that, we played against Bournemouth. And in this game, as you can see, we were absolutely humiliated by Bournemouth 5-0. I've always found it hard to play against Bournemouth in 2017. And it looks as though 2018 is going to be no different. Last year, they had Afobe and Wilson, 2 great strikers. And this season, they have both of them and Jermaine Defoe. And I think Joshua King has also been updated, and he's a bit better than before. So they have some really good strikers there. And Steve Cook scored a goal. Then Charlie Daniels scored a penalty. And then Jermaine Defoe scored a hat-trick. Everything just fell apart. Maybe I should have seen this coming. In the previous 2 games, we had 0-0 draws. Yes, that means we had 2 clean sheets, but it also means we were not scoring goals. That should have been a sign to me. That should have been a sign that something was wrong, and we paid the price in the Bournemouth game. After that, I decided to make a few changes. So I did a little bit of tweaking to the kind of tactics and some of the player, instructions and stuff here and there, just a little bit. And then we came up against Liverpool in the League Cup. Now, when we got drawn against Liverpool, I was thinking, oh God, a bit frustrated, I was like, we're going to be knocked out the cup quite early because we've got drawn against a big team. Just my luck. But the team managed to pull through and steal a victory from right under the hands of Liverpool. Liverpool scored the first goal with Oxlade-Chamberlain, but then Tammy Abraham came on and scored 2 goals. I was so proud of him, and it stole the win from Liverpool. Now, I will give this to Liverpool. Probably the reason that we won is because they were not using their first team. Obviously, there's some good players there, like Oxlade-Chamberlain, but it obviously isn't their first team, so that's probably why we won. Obviously, Klopp, I guess, maybe want to do a bit of rotation. Maybe he underestimated Swansea. I don't know, but looks like he paid the price. And we managed to go through in the cup. We've now been drawn against next Brentford. This is a much nicer draw for us. Brentford, obviously not an easy team. They are in the championships. They are a good team, but it's a game that Swansea should be winning. So I was very happy with that draw after the Liverpool draw. After Liverpool, we came up against Leicester. Leicester, a difficult team. They got some particular players who are star players, but we came to their home and we beat them 3-1. I was very happy with this game. This game, everything just came together to work out. Wilfried Bony scored the first goal. Then Markovic scored the second. Then they scored a goal. So it was 2-1, and they got a red card, meaning we were 2-1 up, and they had a red card. I was very happy at that point, and from then on, it was kind of just a stroll. Leicester didn't really seem to bother us that much, and Bony scored a second goal to just cement the win at that point. And Bony getting another goal is very nice. After that game, we came up against Stoke. Stoke have cemented themselves in the Premier League over the recent seasons. They've been in the Premier League now for a long time, and they're now attracting some big names. You've got to admit it, over the last few seasons, they've normally signed like one player who you think, that's interesting. Obviously, this season was that, I think it was a loan maybe? I think it was a loan. The Polish player they got from PSG. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name, because I will destroy it. We could probably have a quick look, actually. I could probably see it and see what I can say. Oh, he didn't actually play it during the match, did he? That's a shame. But yeah, they have been able to, attract some interesting names over the past few seasons. So they're definitely a difficult team to play against. You don't expect them to get relegated. But we managed to steal this win. And I will point out here, Tammy Abraham scored 1 goal. If you look at the stats here, Stoke really were the better team during that match. 17 shots, 54% possession. They were definitely the better team during that match. They kept trying to knock at the door, but, Faber and his hands, they just couldn't get past. This is something I've noticed a lot more in 2018 compared to previous versions of Football Manager. Normally in previous versions of Football Manager, I'd look a lot at the shots and the possession. And if you're kind of controlling both of them, you'd normally expect to win the match. That was just something I generally noticed. You're controlling the game, you're getting shots, you're more likely to score. But we know, obviously, that doesn't always happen. And in those games, it didn't. Sometimes you'd lose against a team, they'd have 1 shot, and they get 1 goal. Very annoying. We always say you got FM'd. I find, actually, in 2018, this seems to happen a bit more often. Less the extreme one, a bit more like this. And the other team gets the win. Maybe this is meant to be how it works. Obviously in recent seasons, we've seen like Leicester win the Premier League where they didn't get much possession in their games, but they still come out with the wins. And there's many teams playing like that these days and being consistent. So maybe I think this season, maybe in 2018, maybe it's easier to be consistent as a counter-attacking team than in previous versions. I don't know. Maybe I've just been lucky, or maybe this is because it's just the beta. I don't know. But that's just something I've noticed. Just something I thought I'd share with you guys. I would love to know if you've noticed that as well. Please tell me in the comment section if you're playing yourself if you've noticed that. Today, though, we've got Everton. Everton, obviously, in real life, are not having a good time. And in the game, they're not having a great time either. They're currently sat in 16th position. I'm hoping we can use that, the fact they're not having a great season so far, to take advantage and get another nice win here. So far, their manager is Martino. Their key player is Michael Keane. A very interesting young man. Looks to be pretty good. A lot of people are hyped about him. How much did they pay? 25 million. He was cheaper than Pickford. You know what? I'd probably want Keane more than Pickford. That's just my opinion. Did they do any transfers? They let one player go, their striker, Omar, for a little bit of money. I don't think they recouped their money, though. I think he was quite expensive when they bought him. Yeah, 13.5 million. Ooh. Okay, lost a bit of money there, but it's fine. At least they got rid of him. They never really used him. Though this season, he seems to be coming back to resurgence in real life. Jordan Lukaku was brought in on just a loan for left-back position. Looks okay. Who do they normally play as left back? Oh, Leighton Baines. Yes, Leighton Baines. You know what? I've always rated Leighton Baines as a good left back. I was really surprised he's never been like a top 6 team. I guess maybe because he was such an important player for Everton when he was younger. Maybe he would cost so much money. Other teams weren't willing to pay that. Yeah, that was probably it. Oh well. I mean, he's had a good career at Everton. I think, he's a fan favourite. I think he is. I would assume he was. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I'm hoping we can come out with a win here. A couple of things though before we move on. Just some general things about the month we've had so far. You can see here goals conceded, 4th best in the league with 7. It shows our defence has been really good. I've been playing obviously a bit more defensive formation, and it does seem to be working out. So I'm very happy with that so far. But we're having some problems when it comes to scoring. We're definitely not scoring enough goals. It's something we're going to have to think about in the future. Tom Carroll has also asked to increase time in first team football, and I decided to give it to him. I do like Tom Carroll. When I've seen him play, I do think he's pretty good. So I want to give him more time in the team. His value is very high. So we're going to give him a bit more time in the first team. Sam Klukas also asked for more time in the first team. And I just thought, him or Tom Carroll, I probably just prefer Tom Carroll. In real life, I don't think I've seen enough of Sam Klukas to really rate him. And in the game, I don't think he's as good as Carroll at the moment. You never know, he might convince me as the season goes along, but if we get to January and he hasn't convinced me, maybe he'll just be sold on for a nice little bit of money, though we may have to lose 15 million. Definitely not worth it. I don't think he's worth that much. There's so many good players you can buy 15 million. I don't know. I don't know at all. But yeah, Nathan Dyer, our highest average rating at the moment. I mean, we butted heads at the beginning of the season, as you guys saw. Bit upset about the whole Markovic thing, but I brought in Markovic to kind of create competition for that position, and I think it's worked out. And Nathan Dyer has just been an absolute professional, which I should have expected from him. He just got on with his job. He's not happy about it, but he gets on with his job. And for a player like him who's been at Swansea for so long, and he's done some great things with us, you know what? I should have expected that from him. Even in game form, Dyer, I always respect you. I don't know what it is. Even in the game, they get your character right. But yeah, for the team today, you can see there's a couple of changes. Markovic is still out injured. He's out for a couple more weeks. Wilfred Bonney is also out, and so is Routledge. So those 3 cannot play. Klukas is on the transfer list. He's a little bit unhappy, so I'm not really playing him either. So we got Tommy Abraham in the first team. Hopefully he can show us, continue to score goals and maybe push for maybe competing with Bonney. Jordan Ayew, I'd love to see him play a little bit more. I do really like him, but the striker position is very competitive because we're playing one striker. And I think Bonney is better than him. And Tommy Abraham is a bit younger and has a bit more of that, I don't know, that quality to him. He can also play as a winger, but I feel like in the game, you says he's not really natural there. I feel like I see that in real life. I never really feel like he's natural or really likes to play a winger. So we'll see. Maybe we'll bring him on at some point as a winger. We'll see how the game goes. Tom Carroll's come in for Leon Britton. Leon Britton hasn't played as well as Sanchez and Mesa, I don't think, so he's come off. And Rangel, he is getting a bit old, as you can see. So he might have to be brought off, but he's been playing very well so far, so I do want to keep him on as long as possible, because I do like him. But let's get into the game. We're going to keep it on standard, because I think we're doing well. I think this will be a good game to see how good we're doing. If we can do well against Everton in sort of standard attack, then that could show we're getting better. Maybe the improvements we've made. If things are going wrong at some point, maybe I could change to more counter, or maybe if doing well, we can go a bit more attacking. I don't know. We'll see how things go. It's still kind of early in the season. I'm still trying to get how this team melds together, but I think I've got it mostly. Let's go for passionate. You've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. They're not that impressed by it, but they're still getting used to me as a manager. They still don't respect me enough yet. And obviously their morale's not too bad because they've been winning games. Let's see if we can get another one. Everton, though. I don't really want to go counter against Everton either because they've got some really good creative players there in the attack. So I feel like if I go counter, they'll just find a way through. So probably won't go counter, yeah. Actually, that's a good point, yeah. You know, look at these guys. Look, you got Sigurdsson, Morales, Klassen. I know I'm completely butchering the names, guys. I mean, if I've not heard them being told to me, I don't know what to do. I just have to pronounce it how I think I see it, or how they might pronounce it, or what I might have heard someone say. Fab, though, is Fab Hands, and I completely forgot I need to change this. Apologies. You missed the first, like 12 minutes. There could have been, like, a really amazing miss in those first 12 minutes. Probably not. It was probably a boring 12 minutes, because, yeah, we've had no shots so far. That's not good. 18 minutes in. Olsen, though, we could be on the attacker. Come on, guys. Singh. Can you get it this time? There you go. Dyer's got the ball. Dyer lost the ball. Come on, Dyer. Get your head in the game. Mawson kicks it up, but Holgate's there to steal the ball back. Morales, he's going to get the ball to Coleman, of course. He's going to hit in the middle, but Fab is there to hit the ball just wide. He could have grabbed it probably. It wasn't going that fast, but I'll let it go if they don't score here. Oh, thank you. I was going to say, if they score there, I would not be happy with Fab. They're completely all over us. Look at this. We're having no shots at all. They're getting complete possession. It's been 20 minutes. This is not good. Now, I could go attacking. They do have a couple of injured players at the back, so it could be a good chance. But then again, I could just go defensive and try and wear them down. Let's go defensive. They're coming on the attack. It seems like I can't do much to stop them doing this, because we are away from home, remember, as well. I think counter they'll be able to break down, so maybe going a bit more defensive, we might be able to just try and steal a goal like we did against Stoke. But here they come in for the attack. Sigurdsson. And, oh, long off shot there. Nice attempt. Really don't want Sigurdsson to score because he's a traitor. Traitor! I can't have him scoring. I really don't want him to win either. I want to beat Everton to prove to him that he made the wrong decision. McCarthy's now injured as well. That's good to see. Maybe if we just injure their entire team, we can just walk the ball into the net. That might work out for us. So far, still no shots. This is really bad. I know our team's not great, and I did say to you guys to lower your expectations, but this is really, really bad compared to the previous games. So far this season. Lukaku with a throw into Sandro. McCarthy. Luckily, he is injured, so his foot was not so good that day. We're getting a bit more possession back, though. That's good. As long as we're getting a bit more control of the game, hopefully we can actually just make, one shot. There we go. One shot. It's on target. There we go. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, this is not going well. But they've only had 3 shots on target. I feel like we should play this out. I don't need a win here. A draw would still be really good. And I think if we go defensive, we could probably get that. Both goalkeepers, the best performers. Fernandez not having a great time. Schneiderlin not having a good time either. I'm far from pleased with what I've seen today, yeah. You need to play better, guys. What is this? Is this amateur hour? What is going on out there? Get out there and get some shots in. Gah, play like a team, damn it. Here they go. Fernand. I guess I wouldn't have said it that, but I did calm, so I've been kind of a bit more calm about it. Bernard Singh. Mesa. Okay, Olsen. Where's he going? Oh, okay. Yep, that's just the... that always gets me. That damn half-time highlight always gets me. I always think, oh, look, a highlight. Better talk about what's going on here. And then nothing happens because it's the half-time highlight and it just kicks off. Still not much so far, but I'm kind of happy with this, actually. You know what? You might have another 0-0 on your hands. I apologize. We're playing quite boring football at this moment in time. I'm probably more like a Tony Pulis at this moment in time. Not fantastic football, but we're getting fantastic results, you know? Yeah. Sigurdsson. And yes, don't you dare score a free kick against us. That is a free kick he would classically score. But today is not that day. Maybe it's just his heart. Maybe it's just not, he hasn't got it in him today to score against Swansea. Maybe he loves us that much. Come back, Sigurdsson. Please, let Everton get relegated and come back to Swansea. We'll take you back. We'll take you back. I actually would. I would take him back. Obviously not for 45 million. Oh, thank you. Okay. It's still working out. It's kind of working out. They're getting a lot of shots, but I feel like it's working out. We just need 1 goal. Yeah. They're still not getting good shots. Again, lots of long shots. We just need to run in there, near the end of the game, steal a goal, and we can celebrate. But I'm getting worried that I'm giving myself false hope. So Garrison now goes for a long shot. Yep, I don't think he's got it in him. I don't think he can score against us. He just can't bear to do it. Pickford now of a goal kick. Holgate kicks it up. Okay, we get it to Dyer. Dyer, ooh, couldn't get it back. Klassen. Okay, McCarthy. Slightly injured. Hopefully makes a mistake. No mistake there by him. Sandro now. He's kind of just walking with the ball. Going for a little stroll, apparently. Lukaku. What's he going to do? He gets in the centre there. Oh. Phew. Okay, well, holding on. Hold on, guys. That's it. Just hold on. Make it unbearable for them. Make it until it's so unbearable they break. And then just go on the attack. Okay. I'm going to make a change. Because we're not doing well in attack. I'm going to bring on Jordan. I'm going to take off Anas Singh. He's not looked so good. I'm going to make him a bit more of an attacker. So go inside forward and attack. Just to add a bit more maybe attack to the wingers. That might help a bit. Overall, it's not looking too bad. Fernandez is looking a bit nervous. He's got a yellow card right now. I might want to change him. We're not holding the ball much either. I might take off Mesa because he's got a yellow card. And Britton's a bit more of a holder. D-line playmaker? No, anchorman. Register. More aggressive version D-line play. No. Defensive midfielder. If we just go for that. Yeah, let's go for defensive midfielder and we'll make him... We'll go support. There we go. We'll just keep it kind of basic. We'll put him to that. I think he's a bit better at tackling and holding the ball there. A lot of intelligence to his game as well. I like Britton. We'll bring him on. Hopefully he can do what he needs to do. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking maybe are you bringing some fresh feet to the wing? If we just get it to him, maybe we can just run on with these fresh feet and get the ball to Abraham. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's been a... I apologize. Another... I thought you were going to score, then that's why I stopped talking. But another boring draw, possibly. But Abraham gets it down to Ayew. Ayew, is that how you pronounce his name? I'm not sure. But he hits it over. That's our second shot. That's our second shot. What an exciting game. How can you not be on the edge of your seat, everyone? How can you not? Football everywhere. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Morales, though, coming in. Sigurdsson. Ghana. Maybe it shouldn't be pronounced Ghana. I pronounced it like the country. Ghana. Ghana? Ghana. Look at, there's lots of players there. Oh, you kidding me? Fernandez. What is that? Okay, you're coming off. You've not been looking good. I should have taken you off in the first place. I was an idiot. I just felt like Bartley hasn't had enough game time before this match. How could you do this to me, Fernandez? How? It was going completely the plan. They had not scored a goal. That's all I wanted, was just not let them score a goal. Okay, let's go completely attack. Let's just go for it. If we start playing well now, I'm going to be pissed. If I go overload and I'm like, oh, we should have gone attack from the beginning. I just feel like we're playing Everton away from home. They have some really good creative players. I think counter would have been much worse. But it looks as though this was not the right decision either, possibly. We'll see. We'll see how the overload goes. Still 2-1. Okay, 10 minutes left. I don't think it's going to work out for us, but you never know. You can never know in football. Abraham gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez. Okay, there we go. Ayew. Ayew. Okay, Britton got the ball back there. Get to the Carroll. Dyer, get it into the centre. Dyer, why? Why not the centre? Why did you do that? He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? He knows. He knows what he's doing. He's doing it on purpose because he still is upset with me. Pickford, though, kicks it up. Gets it to Rangel. Carroll. Oh, why? What's with these long balls? I'm going to have to stop him from doing that because these just aren't working. Barkley. Barkley's not having a great time at Everton in recent days. Sandro got tackled there. Abraham, though, gets the ball to you. Get in the centre. Get in the centre. Why? Why not? What is wrong with you guys? What has happened to your passing game? You're meant to be passing. Have you heard of this word? I'm sorry. I'm getting frustrated. I mean, it's my own fault. You know, we were going defensive, so I shouldn't be surprised we're 1-0 down. But still, I guess it's also good for our goal difference as well. And like I say, losing here is not a big deal. We're still doing very well. I just wanted to get more points. I don't want to lose against him. Him who must not be named, even though I've named him 100 times so far in this match already. Okay, Barkley. Oh, good tackle there. You got a few minutes left. I'm sorry. What is this? Our passes have been pathetic. This is what I get. Hey, look, you can pre-purchase Football Manager 2018. I have not even thought about that. Wow, I should go buy it right now. Let me just click that. I have to click the advert, guys. Oh, shit, I did click the advert. Oh my god, I thought I turned those off. Sorry, those were meant to be turned off. Sanchez, and the long ball goes off to the side. Oh, so close to getting a draw. I can't believe it. Just that one goal ruined it. It almost worked. It almost worked. Apologies, guys. I gave you a really boring game, and not only that, I didn't get the result. That just makes it a more slap in the face. Unlucky, boys. Yeah, you actually played quite well overall when it comes to defensive-wise. I think it does show, again, our defense is pretty good, apart from the own goal. But there you go. You've had a win, a draw, and now a loss. I mean, you've had the whole tri-quarter. You've had all the emotional spectrum. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Probably not that match, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the journey so far. Next time we come back, we'll be having played West Ham, Brentford, Burnley, and we'll be back against bottom Brighton, who currently sit with no points. And then we've got the big boys. Oh dear. Oh dear.